Hello and welcome to another update video about Coti. Coti is continuing to go down a little bit. In the last video we talked about this descending wedge here, and that Coti is still sort of caught in this pattern that we haven't yet seen a breakout, and that as long as we don't see a breakout, the downtrend is still at play and that we can expect lower prices. And this is exactly what we're seeing here. So last video we were just trying to break out here. I think we were around 22 cents. Now we're back at 20.7 or 21 cents nearly. Have basically been rejected from that descending wedge here, from that resistance level. Currently finding support on this Fibonacci level here, just above my target range. So above the 78.6% Fibonacci level at 20.7 cents. And again, we can see how relevant these Fib levels are. We can see a reaction to that Fib level here, and we're currently just holding above it. Yeah, just above it. But if you're losing that, I think then we can fall quite strongly, first of all, to that previous support here at pretty much 20 cents, I would say, maybe just below it. And then, I mean, we already were down at 16.8 cents. I think if you're losing, then the next support at, pretty much 19.5 cents, then you can fall down to that support here of that descending wedge. And I mean, depending on what Bitcoin is doing, my expectation is that Bitcoin is going to go into my target area between 20 and 29K. Starting at 29K, that would be my minimum requirement. In that case, how far in this scenario here Coti could drop. Coti could drop and still stay in the target area another 25%. The thing is, if Bitcoin really goes to 27K, how realistic is it? Or could it lose this support? Of course it could. If I talk about this being the target area, this is the area that we've been talking about for weeks and months for the price to go into, and where with a high probability the correction could be finished. That is what typically the altcoins are doing in terms of the Fib level. So for example, just to show you, what did Coti do last time in this wave? And it's also a wave 1 and a wave 2, pretty much what we're doing now. What did Coti do last time? Let's take a look. Just to make sure I get the high in the beginning of the wave. And you can see it's 8 cents. At 8 cents it turned around, a little bit higher even. But this was also the Fibonacci level, the 88.7% Fib level, where it started to turn around. We've got the same situation. We've got a descending wedge. We've got the same Fib levels, and just one step higher, right? The 88.7% Fib level this time is at 15 cents, okay? However, what happens if it loses that? I think if it loses that, you're going to come down to that 8.6% level, the last low, where that wave started. That is where I would see the price land if we're losing that 15 cent level. So for me, you might hear it, I don't think the correction is over yet, and that is all based on my assumption that, or my view that Bitcoin is still not finished with its correction. But of course, we want to be flexible, we want to be aware that different possibilities exist. I talked in my Bitcoin videos about the alternative scenario, and if the Bitcoin alternative scenario goes live, which would indicate first a move up before we come into my target area for Bitcoin, then Coti could certainly break out of this descending wedge, could move through the Fib levels, and we've got the next resistance level. The next main one here is the 50-day moving average, of course, a dynamic one at 27 cents. Above that, we've got the 61.8% Fib level at 30 cents. Now, 30 for me would be a very important level. If we add the VPVR here to the chart, you can see that around this area, around 30 cents, you've got huge support or resistance, depending on from which level you're looking at. This is massive, and this is massive, all around the 61.8% Fib level. Again, it is the most relevant Fib level, and if we break above that, I think this could really fuel the next uptrend. It's still a bit of a way to go until then, but this is an important one. It's an important level, and if you break above that, and you can see how important that Fib level is just by looking here at the historic volume as well. A lot of historic trading going on in that area. However, at the moment, we are still sort of here on the daily chart, especially below the EMA ribbon. No attempt has been made to break it really lately. and that goes on the different time frames. That is the case here on the weekly as well. Let's take a look. 4-hour chart also broke back below it. Yeah, we even had a short signal here. Yeah, so at the moment, my view is further downside potential. It is interesting now because we are really here at a little bit of a tipping point now. So because the price is getting squeezed into this apex from that descending wedge here, and the fib level, the support level here at around 20.6 cents. Yeah, so that descending trend line could push the price lower, and then you can fall quite fast, I think, into this target area again with, as I said, probably around 19.5 cents next support, and after that here around the 17 cent, that previous low. That's my view here on Coti. However, it's not all bad, you know, because the descending wedge is rather bullish, and we also have to assume that in the next level, the next wave up, the price could go up to $1 at least, yeah, maybe even $1.20. That is all based on the next Fibonacci extensions, the minimum targets for wave 3, which most likely the next wave will be. So this was a wave 1, this here is a wave 2, next wave would be a wave 3, and that could be rather bullish. Yeah, that's my view here on Coti. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe, and also leave a comment. And if you really like content, then check out the channel membership, where you can get access to a weekly live stream, the live chat, and a Discord server access as well, with a lot of additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.